Off then. Yeah, that would do better. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to move around too much with this one. You need a fucking gimbal. So I have a lot to talk about. Trying to explain this. So I've talked in previous videos about being more attracted to the sensation vibes of things than people themselves as such. That's not to say I don't enjoy people or find them, you know, the whole gamut and array of things as such in one way or another. You know, I do get attracted to people, it's just that I'm more attracted to the sensations of people. And what does that have to do with anything? Whoa, glass is falling off. And you know, a lot of people go through a lot of shit in their life in various forms and ways and various intensities. And some people say it's good and bad. I think it's all abstract, so I don't truly think there is a good or truly think there is a bad. It doesn't mean I'm going to go around slaughtering people or being so good to someone that it suffocates them to death, you know, like makes them just want to end themselves or some shit like that. I don't know. You know, there is a thing when you can be so good to somebody and it fucks with the head and they lose their mind and shit. I don't know, I guess you know, it's a dysfunction there, but dysfunction isn't always terrible in the correct, intelligent ways. By the way, people run away from dysfunction. They think it's like the worst thing ever. You shouldn't be dysfunctional. Like, have you looked at the planet? Like, have you looked at people? I mean, seriously, what are you talking about? Honestly, it's just stupid on the front of it. Anyways, so I just found myself kind of in this, you know, I was born in the 1990s, right? So 1993 to be exact, which was around the time that Jurassic Park came out and Myst and the CD-ROM was starting to become popular and the internet was just starting or just coming in, right? So I didn't, you know, when I was a baby, I didn't know much about any of this going on. This is just what was happening. So I when I was consciously, like, you know, able to, you know, people say that, but I think you learn your patterns build up over time. So you're already kind of, obviously your brain's still like maturing, but like the way I'm now, apart from the brain maturing part, is very similar to where I was when I was just born. And I think people forget that. I think they try and minimize it to make it sound like babies are just so incapable, like there's just nothing to it, like there's only like bare minimal shit, and it's like, no. I've definitely got memories of, you know, abstract language coming out of my body in forms and ways and not having a fucking clue how to do anything with it, because my understanding is so simplistic. Like it's like literally like 1 + 1 = 2 or something, you know what I mean? It's not like, even probably even simpler than that actually. You don't even know what symbology really is, like at any level. Well, I mean, you know, at like the most basic rudimentary level. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, so why am I saying all this? It's because like in that time, in the early 2000s and the late 1990s, everything was like discovery, right? Everything was discovery. Everything was new in a sense. It was like games felt like these worlds you wanted to explore because we'd never seen it before. Do you know what I mean? Like there was nothing. There was Do you know there was this never-ending, seemingly, of transforming discovery experience of stuff. And why am I talking about this? Why has this got to do with what I want to talk about? Let's try this again. Hello. I've been wanting to do this video for a long time. And whoa, hello. Haha. A little bug came on me. You're not going to eat me, are you? You alright? Cool. Never seen that happen to me before. Do you want me to help you off? Whoa. Don't get on my face, will you? There you go. Yeah. Don't know what that is. Is that a grasshopper or something? Anyways, well, I'll get another one. They're harmless. I don't think they're cool looking, actually. 3 years ago, I was in a state, okay, and my experience of life is very, I don't know, I think other people experience life in a similar way to this, but I think it's certain styles of people. I don't know if everybody, I suspect everybody has a version of this though, because we all have the same sort of anatomy. This is not comfortable to sit on after a little while. Dude, there's so many cool bugs around. Don't know if I got that. Piss off, wasp. You're trying to fight them back. Fuck off, wasp. Go on, get lost. I'm trying to kill a bee or some shit. Can't. The butterfly, I mean. Okay, no, this ain't comfortable to sit on. Okay, there we go. Jesus, distractions and bullshit. Fuck. So, I see, I'm talking about this because I want to give you a perspective, so you can see from my eyes. So, how the fuck do I explain this shit? I've said this before, but like sensation vibes, but I've said that as well. But I know what I'm saying is like there's a way that a person can perceive the world that's sort of a hybrid of the subconscious, the conscious dream, the subconscious dream and the conscious dream, and imagination dream, all sort of merged into each other one way or another. Because you'll be walking in an environment and your subconscious will generate an image, right? Or your conscious will react to the moment and then that will generate a subconscious image. Or you'll just imagine an environment or a sensation, because you just, yeah, I don't know, you just are addicted. You're like almost like naturally, I don't know, like naturally drawn into it, or you're conditioned into it, or you got so good at it that it's almost like you just generate sensations in your head, right? Stuff like this. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And you can just imagine just walking around any environment, when it's raining, when it's foggy, when it's snowy, when it's sunny like this, when it's cold, when you're near a swimming pool, when you're in a house, you're any environment, and you build this universe of sensation experiences. And from your youth all the way up to now, you know, and it's like, and then it's like anywhere you look, you'll just get provoked, and then a sensation vibe will come in, and so my eyes will feel euphoria, and my heart will feel warm, and my eyes will feel like I'm like attracted to it. Right? I'm like attracted to that sensation, like right now. And it's just hazy, love hazy. It's like, fucking love that, you know, really. And then you'll be in a certain environment, you know, a certain like city, and the buildings are just the correct color, like maybe they're like square looking, the borders are nice, and there's like this, I don't know, it's like this white, grey shine, square, businessy, minimalistic, not too minimalistic, kind of vibe, and you're just looking at it, and then there's fog or something in the background, there's like a warmth in the air, and you just get that euphoria in your eyes again, and things like this. Or you'll just be walking around here like earlier, like I was in this video, or the video I'll upload after or before this, I don't know, however it goes down, and like that, I was talking about that brewery golden yellow vibe. And I get so many of these. I love them to death. Like that is just one of my favorite things, to be, you know, to do that, to experience that. And then, like, you know, if I'm at a dock or something in a river area, or like a dock, and there's, you know, and I can smell the air and the dock, and it just takes me to that, like a sensation memory in the past of a similar experience, of like, don't know, it smells like the sea, like that nasty but nice seaweedy smell, that kindness that comes that happens in the air of it, kindness in the dock air. And so it's like emotional, right? So I hope I'm explaining this correctly. So you can imagine when I'm around people, it can be very very intense like that, especially if there's a lot of synchronicity, with crazy stuff, like mad, like I'm shocked that I'm even looking at somebody that looks like that, or, you know. And of course you'd build it up for, I'm going to start moving, of course you build it up with, like, just, you know, the general people you see, and then you get those like rare people you see who look mythological, or they look like, you know, people like somebody like painted a painting of a person, and then that person is literally looking at you in real life. Do you know, that kind of shit? Like, it's like, what? It's like madness. Or you'll see somebody and they look almost identical to me. Literally, I've seen that twice now. And I've seen it with other people as well. Long, slow list of facial patterns. And people are like, oh, there's no patterns. Yes, there are. Trust me. Fucking trust me. I think the people watching this who know what I'm talking about can attest to that. It's a bunch of bullshit. Someone's saying, oh, there's no patterns. There's patterns in everything's a pattern. Even a single thing is a pattern. I should have probably stayed in the shade there. Ooh, anyways, what was I getting with this? So I've spent a long time the best way I can explain it is I've had a lifelong experience of food-like, emotion-like, realism emulated, abstractly emulated. Both are, well, realism is abstract, but just the whole slurve of physical experiences, physical sensational experiences, right? From pretty much day one. And so that's kind of like, you can just imagine that. Just imagine you drink a grapefruit drink, a grape soda drink, and then you just, don't know, it just takes you back to the 90s in an American base or something like that kind of shit, right? And that's, I do have some minor military, not me personally, but one of my relatives has military connection, so we go in the bases from time to time. And if anyone's wondering, yes, I've been to Lake Heath. Actually, one of my relatives lives over there, so and